What's up, y'all? My name is Chameleonaire. A lot of y'all know me for that song, iconic song I might add, Riding Dirty. But I'm more than just a musician. I'm a CEO, I'm an angel investor, and a founder. It's an honor and a privilege to be here in front of all y'all accomplished individuals. And when I say accomplished, I don't mean the amount of money that you have in your accounts. I'm talking about the fact that everyone here has made it to a place in life where you're doing what you love, right? Right? All right. So I think in order to let y'all know how I got here, I think it's important that we go back to the beginning and I give you a little history on me and my background. When I started off, I was very young, I was very artistic. I used to draw pictures. Like I could draw a photo of you and make it look just like you. At one point I was second in the nation in scholastic arts. So I'm a visual guy. I'm a guy that walks into a room, I see the crown molding before anybody sees it. I tell people I think in color. That might not make sense, but I'm a very visual person. And when I was drawing these things, most people, if you ask them, they'll say they got a lucky number or lucky this. I'm a person that has a lucky letter. Most people don't have a lucky letter, but the C is a very powerful letter. I mean, M is like, that's not really that cool. Z is like, that's not really that cool, but the C is like, that's incredible. That's powerful. And let me explain to you why the C is so powerful, because the C itself, it starts at a destination and it curves all the way around. And before it makes a complete circle, it stops. And the irony of that is complete and circle both start with C's. So it stops just enough to let you know that there's still a little bit more to go. And that's me. I'm a hard worker and a person that always needs a reminder that there's still a little bit more to go. When I was younger, I was very curious. I would question everything. My mother would say something to me and I would say, I don't know about that. Why do they do it that way? Or why do they do it that way? And I was drawing comic books, which also starts with C. That was my favorite thing. And I drew all these comic book characters, and I noticed something about all these comic book characters. None of them looked like me. Not one of them. And I found that to be problematic. I started drawing images of superheroes that I believed represented me. And one thing I saw about all the superheroes that was amazing is they all had a logo that was iconic. You had Spider-Man had the spider, Superman had the Superman symbol, and Batman had the amazing symbol that you put up in the sky and it would alert everyone that Batman is coming to save the day. So I decided I wanted to make myself a hero. I needed a logo. So the logo became the lizard. This is the logo that I drew when I was younger before I ever became a rapper, because I used to think I was going to be a basketball player. I was wrong about that, but you know. So I decided that I needed to make a logo, and I made this lizard, and I started putting out mixtapes and doing freestyles and rapping, and I always kept that lizard with me. I decided I wanted everybody to brand this thing into everything they were doing, and this was the result. Kids started putting, lizard on their heads, lizard on their legs. That's an unauthorized jersey. I would have never authorized that color. Personally, I don't like the color scheme, but you know, we started making a movement. We started taking this thing everywhere, and a lot of your kids put this lizard in all kind of crazy places, right? And I was just like, you know what? We've got to build an audience. I was focused on trying to build an audience, and a lot of it was through young kids. This is the name of my record company, Chamilitary. Y'all get it? Chameleonaire, Chamilitary, right? So we created an army of kids out here that were promoting and rallying around this music. And I realized in order to get to reach the next level, I needed to get a manager or somebody to help me. And I was looking for a manager at the time. I didn't know who I would get. And this guy called me up and he said, hey man, I'm one of the biggest indies. Will you work with me? And I was just like, okay, I'll come meet you. And you know what this guy's name was? Charles. Your name is Charles? Lucky letter C. Okay. So I go to his office. I walk in, I sit in there. He's sitting down to tell me what he's about to do. And I said, well, hold up. What's your last name? You know what his last name was, right? Chavez. 2 C's? Interesting. So we talked about what we were going to do, and we took over. We took over. Can you tell which one of those is Charles? The guy with the big Kool-Aid smile. That's what happens when you sell platinum. That's what happens when your artist sells a bunch of records, right? We took over. We started getting the cover of every magazine. I told him, if you give me a meeting with the owner of the Source, this guy, Jay Mills, I promise you I'm gonna get the cover. I walk in there, I convince everybody in the Source to give me the cover. I went back to Universal Records and they were upset because they had the cover planned for somebody else that was on Universal Records, and I took it. And you know what? I took everything else too. BET Awards, oh yeah, I want that too. Give me that. And you know what? I want more awards. Matter of fact, I was sitting at the awards one day and 50 Cent was sitting in front of me. They said, the nominees are 50 Cent, Chameleonaire, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, 50 Cent turns around and tells me, you're about to win this. And they call me out and bam, VMA. What? Are you serious? But that isn't it. That isn't it. You know what happened after that? The mother of all awards, the biggest. You don't get bigger than this. Ooh, the Grammy. When you get a Grammy, your life changes. Trust me on this. Like, you go to these events, right? And I put on a suit. I don't really wear suits like that. And I'm looking at, I think they call it a gala, something like that, right? So I'm looking, and I'm at this event, and there's a lady over there looking at me. She's giving me, you know, the eye. And I'm like, is that the lady from Golden Girls? Is that Betty White? And she looks, and she says, and I'm looking, you know, my first reaction is, who, me? Me? And she comes over, she gives me a hug and says, I love your music. And I'm like, what? You go home smelling like an assortment of perfumes and colognes. You know, you got Betty White's perfume right here. You got Oprah's perfume right here. You got Will Smith's cologne right here because he got to give you the bro hug, you know what I mean? Like, what's up, bro? And they tell you that you've made it. After that, you've made it. That's what they tell everybody, and this is what happens. A lot of y'all in here are looking at that like it's content. It's not content. It's content. That's what everybody gets, right? That's what everybody gets. But they don't see the reminder. So you know what? I knew there was more to go. And you know what after that? We went out and we started deciding that we were going to get involved with everything tech. I started going to tech conference after tech conference. I started advising for a company that got bought by Google. I went and met a guy named Mark Schuster. Hey, what's up, Mark? The homie. I invested in a company called Maker Studios, which ended up getting bought by Disney. I invested in another company called Cruise, which ended up getting bought by General Motors. And now I ended up getting all these celebrities and influencers and musicians and athletes to all come into this world with me and start investing, and we started creating power. And that leads me to how I feel about social media. Because along the way, there were so many companies, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, everything, and we've been using all of them, and most people look at celebrities as a tweet. But we are the people that are so close to this product, engaging with these products, and I can tell you about my love-hate relationship with social media. There is a lot that I love, a whole lot that I love. I can tell you all kind of things that make me feel good when I wake up in the morning. Creativity, connectivity, community, conversation. Have y'all seen some of the creative stuff that happens on the internet? Like really, come on, man. Who does this stuff, man? Who is at home doing this right here, man? Just off the presidency alone? There is so much stuff that you can pull off of the internet. Wow, I love that. That makes me feel good about social media, right? I mean, there's a connectivity that happens where we're able to connect these mobile devices with people across the world. We're able to rally around communities and people that have like interests and like minds. That is awesome. But that brings me to what I hate. Now, there's a whole lot that I hate about social media. I mean, I could go on forever. Trolling, abuse, cyberbullying, fake likes, fake followers, fake bots. Have y'all seen what's happening with these fake bots? We're talking to people that aren't real, that are making very racial comments on the internet. That's a problem. You see that? That's a tweet that I posted because I was watching a game, and I'm from Houston, Texas, and I love the Houston Rockets. So I'm watching the Houston Rockets play. Damian Lillard throws up this three-pointer, and he hits it and sends my team home. And I go to Twitter because I'm like, I want to have a conversation about this. And I'm like, Damian Lillard just ripped Houston's heart out right in front of our eyes, Mortal Kombat style. And I'm waiting to have this conversation. I'm waiting to see a response. What? F you, Lakers fan. What do the Lakers have to do with this right here? This is Houston and Portland, man. What are you talking about? Why? And in real life, nobody's ever come up to me and have a conversation like that. And that kind of bothers me, right? So I click on this guy. I look. He doesn't have a picture. He's got, his name is, what is that? Brew, whatever that is. He's not, like, who are you? Why are you here? And you know what? I do what any celebrity would do. I run over here and I say, who's I'm gonna ignore you because you're beneath me. And you know what he does? He gets smart. He gets back up, boom! Retweet, 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 retweet. All his friends, and that's my timeline. That's what I have to wake up to, and we call that communication. I have a problem with that because what happens is now you have a lot of influencers and celebrities and people that they want to talk to, and we're posting status updates and letting them talk at it because we're not really talking to them. In this world, you should be able to communicate with these people. That's a problem. We use social media to communicate with each other, but there are just too many broken parts of this experience. Shouldn't we be having a conversation here? Shouldn't I be able to say my piece and you listen and then you say your piece? Shouldn't we be able to communicate in a way that creates a productive conversation? Shouldn't we be able to collaborate? I say my part, you say your part, I say my part, you say your part, and then we create a conversation. If so, if that's what we're supposed to be doing, then we still got a lot to go. So that's why we decided that we wanted to try to create a solution. We created Convos. And our goal is to connect the world through collaborative video conversations. Now let me explain. Convos is the best place to have face-to-face collaborative conversations about current events. I'm talking about curated engagement, curated, because that's very important. Personal communication, I need to see your face, buddy, right? Asynchronous videos, so I can have a convenience when I'm communicating with people. Reduce the power of trolling, because that's super important. Trolls don't need to be incentivized to do what they do. We need to disincentivize them. And know your audience. I need to know. So the way this works is most people look at video content and they look at it, they laugh, they smile, they go on about their lives. In our world, you look at this video content and you send a message to the responder on the other side. And that person receives all of these messages in an inbox, which is curated. We want the people that matter the most to you to come to the top. We want you to have the opportunity to be able to create the conversation that you want. And a combo is an asynchronous video. Most of y'all look at it as a story that includes people. Every time you add someone to the story, this person is now a part of the conversation and everyone's seeing them. We're giving the creator of the combo the ability to control the conversation. And the inbox itself, I want to dive deep into this. It allows you to curate the people that you're responding to. Everybody does not have a voice. If someone sends you a message and they're a troll, you swipe them out of there, you delete them. They're a tree that fell in the woods that didn't exist. Here's an example of some of the content.
What's up, Convos? It's your boy Shadow. I just got activated for state active duty for the hurricane mission recovery. I hope I don't have to see anything crazy, and I'm gonna do what I got to do, man.
It just sounds like a horrible situation, but I'm sure they're really glad to have people like you around, so keep up the great work.
Yeah, man, it's really bad out here. Water's still rising and stuff like that, so we're doing what we can. 7 feet deep water.
I know you're doing what you have to do, but you didn't have to join the service and you didn't have to dedicate your life to all of us. So thank you and be safe and be careful.
Yo, I really do appreciate the kind words. Kind words like that help people get through the day.
Kind words like that help people get through the day. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a place where we can have productive conversations with people across the world and connect them in a way that you weren't able to connect with these people before, face to face, right? I mean, we're seeing everything from people talking about racial injustice. We're seeing people talking about Colin Kaepernick's kneel. We're seeing people talk about, President Trump. And we think that you should have the ability to be able to do this. But there's also a lot of people that want to communicate with celebrities because these people are very, we look up to them. We want to be like them. And when I ask people, where do you go to speak to the person you look up to the most people say Twitter. And it's like, okay, well, who do you look up to? Who do you like? I like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Okay, have you spoken to Dwayne Johnson? He retweeted my friend one time. And it's like, have you Ever had a conversation with him?
What up, dog? Live and direct on Convos right now, Big Snoop Dogg. Hit me up if you want to chop up some real game.
What up, Snoop? We over here working, you know what I'm saying? Inventory evening, my girl TV, you already know.
What's up?
Hey, Snoop, what it do, baby?
That's why I need y'all to give me some Xboxes, some video games, some drawers, and some utensils. All right.
Yo, what up, Snoop? It's your boy Jay, already famous, man. You know, I'm just showing love. Hope everything going well with you. Stay in touch. Hashtag already famous.
What up, dog? Already famous is Big Snoop Dogg. Good looking out. Appreciate that. I'm in here. Oh, one thing I want to tell you, when you hit me on this thing right here, put a motherfucking shirt on.
Jay is at home in his boxers having a conversation with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg lives in LA, and the funny part about that is none of y'all will ever get that close to Snoop Dogg. No matter what device you have on your phone, you won't get that close. But that's not it. We've got a lot of influencers, right? Shaq, Trey Songz, Kelly Rowland, E40, Big Boy, Maya. We've done convos with a lot of them, and our goal is to go after all of them. The difference is we have direct access. We don't talk to your manager, publicist. We get directly to the influencer. And the reason why we're starting there is because our community cares about these people. That's where we're starting. But remember, our goal is to connect the world through collaborative conversations. But this is where we're starting. These people are very important to your kids. They bring in kids. And now we're hoping that these people come in because they have a common interest in this individual, and then they grow on to have conversations with each other. And we got the team to do it. My co-founder was, EIR at Upfront Ventures with me. He's also an advisor and a tech investor for plenty of musicians and celebrities. My head of engineering, who's sitting right there, was previously CTO at Hangwith and was 14 years at CIE Studios and has a lot of experience in backends, scaling backends. We got a lot of great investors up front. Precursor, Graycroft, 500 Startups, Okapi Ventures, XG Ventures, the CTO of Test Flight, the founder of Burstly, the founder and CTO of Twitch, and the founder of Clout. And most of the people you see up there are investors also. Audience of over 100 million, and we're going after a whole lot more. So I want to play something for y'all real quick so y'all will understand the power of influencers.
As the company was growing, maybe even before you sold it to Facebook, who were the craziest celebrities who joined Instagram? You're like, oh my God, that person is using the thing we dreamed up.
The first one was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, yeah.
Snoop was the first?
Snoop was he really joined early and just, I think early adopter, and I think explored a lot of social media, and it was great, got in touch and got started, and that was great.
And that stuff matters, right? Like Snoop makes it cool, he gives his stamp of approval and people flow in behind.
Snoop gives his stamp of approval and people flow in. The truth is, a lot of y'all, most of y'all, will never, ever get close to Snoop Dogg. Yeah. What a pleasant surprise.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Make some noise for Snoop Dogg. Now, Snoop, you are what we consider an early adopter. You use a lot of products. You use all kind of social media apps. You have a finger on the pulse of the millennial generation. Why are you so active on these social media apps?
Well, the era that I come from, we were like up close and personal. So we would do radio stations, and we would do mom and pop stores, meaning that we would show up to the community and do autographs, pictures, and shake hands with the people. So when social media was brought to my attention, one of the members on my team was like, I think Twitter was the first thing he brought to me, and he was like, you should get people to follow you. And I'm like, I don't want nobody following me, cuz. And he was trying to explain to me that it was just a form of what I had been doing, but just with bigger masses. So once I understood what he was saying, and then I started to figure out social media, I went from Twitter, then I went into Instagram, and I started having fun with it because I'm the type of person that's up close and personal. I don't really have a closet. Everything that I do is out in the open. So I felt like this was the perfect platform for me to create a source of business and communicating with the people who love me for what I do and how I do, and they get a chance to roll with me all day, every day.
That's awesome, man. You are a different breed because you are what most people considered at one point a musician. And now you've become a full, well-rounded businessman. You are doing all kind of things. Sometimes I ask myself, how do you have so much time? But you also have dived into the tech space.
Yes,
you're in the venture capital world, you're in the investing world, you're in the advising world. What is the significance of you being in the tech space? Why did you feel the need to dive into the tech space?
Well, I feel a lot of times that people like myself, we get taken advantage of as far as put a post up or market and promote for the small reasons as opposed for the bigger picture. We are a bigger marketing and promotional tool than any company that you could hire because we reach the masses and the people do what we say, they follow our lead. So by me getting into the tech industry was just saying that I want to diversify my portfolio and learn how to be a better businessman and not just be stuck into the rap world, but get into the tech world because that's where the world is moving in general. And I've always been ahead of the game, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to understand that the business that we in only show us so much. It teaches us to a level of, okay, you got it, that's it. So we expand to want to know more. So why not come to the tech field, which is in the Bay Area, which is only about an hour flight from LA, and now they got the tech game popping out here in Venice Beach. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm from California, so I'm finna ping pong up to the Bay, back to LA, and just do what I does, because I understand the business and I'm a great marketing tool. It's proven. It ain't just me just talking. It's proven. What we say go because we understand the people that we targeting, we understand the market, we understand the promotions, and we understand the business. You understand me? More Fortune 500 companies were built in the hip hop industry than anything. We just don't get credit for having the mind of going there until people like yourself, people like me, people like will.i.am, people like Hammer, people that come from that world that get into this tech game and start to explore and see that, you know what? I can master this the same way I mastered rap, but I can master this with a bigger exit plan. Because I like y'all exit plan better than the rap exit plan.
Make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. So basically, to sum it up, there are a lot of people just like him. There are a lot of people that have influence and power, and there are a lot of them are coming to this industry. Just be ready. And I want to do something very special right now. I want to film a convo right now from my phone. I need everybody to stand up. Stand up. Everybody's going to look right here at my phone. Y'all ready?
Up front, LA. What's happening? It's me, Shaquille O'Neal. Wish I could be there, but you know, Superman, I'm out saving children. Snoop, what's up, baby? Chameleon, what's up, baby? Sorry I couldn't be there. I want everybody to get pumped up for this next presentation. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3, can you dig it? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Can you dig it? All right.
I'm everywhere.
All right, so now, everybody, throw your hands up in the air. Everybody waving side to side. Let me make sure I get everybody in it. Make sure I get everybody in it. Are y'all ready? On the count of three, I want everybody to say, can you dig it? 1, 2, 3. Can you dig it? That's what's up. Make some noise, make some noise. All right, make sure I send that. Hey, thank you for your time, and always remember, we still got a lot more to go. Thanks.
Luck. We all know hard work's essential, discipline's essential, staying power is essential, but there's that element there that you can't quantify, but you know it's there. Warren, you've had some thoughts.
Well, there's a lot of luck. I mean, just being born in the United States in 1930, the odds were like 30 to 1 against me. I mean, you know, I didn't have anything to do with picking the United States as I emerged, and having decent genes for certain things. And in my own case, I was sort of wired for capital allocation, and being wired for capital allocation a couple hundred years ago in Nebraska wouldn't have meant a thing. And even now, being born in various parts of the world, it wouldn't have meant much. But here I was in this soon-to-be very rich capitalistic system, and it just so happened that what I did paid off enormously in a market system like we have. And if I'd had a talent in some other area that was way less commercial, I mean, I would have had a good time doing it, but it wouldn't have paid off like this. But of course, Jay said it perfectly when he talked about you know, he's in there recording for himself and the money comes afterwards. I mean, I got to do what I love. I mean, and it doesn't get any luckier than that. If you can spend your lifetime, and I'm 80 now, and doing things you love every single day. I mean, I would be doing what I do now, and I would have done it in the past, if the payoff had been in seashells or shark's teeth or anything else. If you can go to work every morning, I tap dance to work, you know, and I come down and every day's exciting. So that is lucky. I mean, that didn't have to happen that way. If I'd been born in 1930, if I'd been born a female, if I'd been born black, I would not have had the same opportunities that I had. I mean, it's chance. I mean, my parents loved my sisters just as much as they loved me. My sisters are just as smart or smarter than I am and all of that, but they didn't have the same expectations in the 30s for a young smart girl as they had for a young smart guy. And so I've had all kinds of luck. I had the luck of, I got turned down by Harvard. Well, getting turned down by Harvard meant I got to study under Ben Graham at Columbia, which changed my life. All kinds of things have worked out. So I just hope I stay lucky. I've been lucky for 80 years.
Yeah, you, where you grew up, you could have easily have ended up, as you've discussed with your friends, who did something and by golly, they were put away and didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, there are very few people that from my neighborhood, you know, in my environment that make it out. I mean, forget about to be successful, to make it out alive, you know, or to be incarcerated. You know, I have a great friend, you know, who just came home. He was one of the most beautiful people you ever meet, you know, and he just came home from doing 13 years, and we were together every single day, you know, and had it not been for music and music taking me out, you know, at the right time, you know, my life could very easily have been his, very easily. We were together every single day.
Mention the story about London.
Yeah, so they did, you know, we were into different things. We were into a lot of street things, and you know, just so happened I had a talent to make music, and a guy by the name of Jazz, who I started out with really early, you know, he got the opportunity. He got to deal with EMI. He had the opportunity to go to London to record his album, and you know, I went along with him, and we waited for 2 months. Well, in that 2 months, there was a sting operation. And they took, you know, my friend I'm talking about, took him away for 13 years. And the only reason I was in there because I was away, you know, doing this music stuff.
So I'll just ask all you parents out there, keep in mind how you feel if your child is attacked on social media. How would you deal with it? How would they deal with it? Now, according to some people on social media, LeBron James's son, Bronny, committed the ultimate crime. Get this, taking a white girl to the prom. Believe it or not, that's what people are calling the ultimate crime. Both shared pictures of each other, and it didn't take long for the horrible, despicable, disgusting people to go in on these two kids, 17 years old. Some saying they were disappointed in Bronny, and others going as far to call the girl a gold digger, a young girl in high school. My next guests agree that was totally out of line and unforgivable. First of all, Rashonda, your thoughts on this?
You know, it's actually really sad. I on one hand, I get it. You know, you're in a place where you can highlight a Black queen, as so many people are saying, but they're kids. You know, he's at a $40,000 school. It's not a whole lot of other Black kids at a $40,000 school. And so just let the kids live.
What about you, Karen? Your thoughts on this as a social media expert? And you have seen this time and time again, but we're talking about kids now.
Absolutely. You know, I think social media gives everyone a platform to just give away their unsolicited opinions, and people start to jump on this bandwagon and hop onto the cancel culture that we're living in. So just to Rashonda's point, you know, this is a kid. People have the freedom and the right to choose who they want to date and who they want to take to prom. And I think it becomes very polarizing when we start giving our opinions as to what race you should be dating. I mean, it's just unnecessary to be even sharing that on social media. But LeBron James himself is just such a big figure. So anything that's associated with him, his son, his family, anything they do is going to spark reactions on social media.
And Rashonda, I'm sure maybe the young girl, she may have went home and cried about this after reading these comments. Possibly he even cried as well. People forget these are people too, and very young people who are impressionable and can be hurt by those ugly words out there and racism.
Yeah, I wanted to cry for her. I mean, you know, they're calling her a money hungry girl. I mean, she's at a $40,000 school. I doubt she's that money hungry. You know, they've just labeled her immediately, but I could only think of my own teen daughters. You have these keyboard bandits that just want to weigh in and give their opinion on anything. And in the midst of all of this, we just are losing decency. Yeah. Because I am sure they were really hurt by this. I can only imagine their special night has been ruined for life behind this.
And that's a great point she makes, Karen, that you know, people are just mean and vicious out there. What would you advise a parent to do to a child who's gone through something like this? And it's not on this scale, but we know this happens all the time. What would you tell a parent to tell that child who may have been victimized on social media to do after encountering something like that?
Absolutely. It's really even hard to digest that as a parent in the times that we're living in, that we have to educate our children and just bolster their strength, you know, before going into a situation like this. But I think just reminding teens, reminding kids that, you know, social media, it's a digital playground, and you never know what you might get when you go to the playground. You know, there's going to be your friends that you can play with and kids that are going to be ugly. You know, we all are facing judgment from all sides. Some people speak it, some people type it out, some people don't, but I think that that's what we're exposed to. So it's a different conversation to be had for people that have normal teens in normal settings, right? This is not a normal couple. So hopefully LeBron and his wife have done their diligence as parents of celebrity children to prepare them for this type of lash that social media is going to present. However, normal kids, normal teens should just be reminded that social media is just a digital playground where you get a bunch of bullies, you get, you know, some people that you make genuine friendships with, because it is a place to connect and befriend one another as well. But it is just that. It is just a digital playground, and people are going to act out.
It is so pathetic to me that there are now grown men that are going to follow the prom date on Instagram, and they're harassing her in the comments. Adults and teenagers are harassing this young woman in her comments. She will end up having to delete her Instagram because of who she went to the prom with.
A lot of ugliness out there, guys.
You should actually do that. Go dark, hide out for a while. It'll blow over.
I do it all the time. Thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.
Pull out game, man. I just don't pull out. For you because they want to know, I don't pull out. Nicole. First off, I'm gonna start by saying this right here. I ain't embarrassed about a goddamn thing, especially not my kids. So would anybody feel like that I'm embarrassed about my kids? You. And like they said, I'm gonna tell you like this here. If you ain't got no more money than me, I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing, you hear me? If you embarrassed, you got anything to say. If you taking care of these 30 kids, if you taking care of me, then you can contribute to what you got to say. But in the end, I don't give a f. None of you niggas out there bumping, none of you hoes out there talking, ain't got more money than me. So what you got to say is irrelevant to me. I don't give a f. But when it comes to my kids, I'm a ride, you hear me? And for the baby mamas that's embarrassed, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but these my kids and I don't give a f. So if you feel some type of way, that's on you. And ain't a nigga got anything to say about me or my kids or my mama. You know where I'm at? I'm at 706 right now. I'm in Monroe, Louisiana. I'm finna head back to Texas. I'm getting that motherfucking money, what you hoe ass niggas should be doing. Cause for mine, I'm gonna go. I don't ask you niggas for a motherfucking thing when it comes to my 30. I still live the life I want to live. You ass niggas out here walking and got J's on your feet. You live with your mama, you live with your... I own my shit. With 30. This my shit. My houses, my cars. I own my shit. You get like me. Then you can say something about mine. But until the end, fuck y'all. I don't even do this. But it's too many of you motherfuckers for me to address every last one of y'all. So I'm gonna put it like this here. You don't take care of Nan, George, child, keep your motherfucking mouth closed when it come to Brian kids. Cause all of them gonna get taken care of, motherfucker. As long as I got breath in my motherfucking body, I'm gonna take care of mine. And I don't give a fuck how nobody else feel about it. You won't take care of me, you don't take care of my kids, you don't do a motherfucking thing, so what you got to say is irrelevant. You ain't got no motherfucking money, then sit the fuck down. And I meant that. Cause I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. You hear that? Yeah, bitch. I'm that nigga though. Pull out game, mate. Pull out game ain't weak. I just don't pull out, bitch. For you motherfuckers that want to know, I don't pull out. It ain't weak, motherfucker. I don't pull out. Fuck you mean, weak, motherfucker? Said talking about my motherfucking kids. You niggas got 3 or 4 and don't do a motherfucking thing. Ain't shit weak over here. My pockets ain't weak and my dick soul ain't weak, bitch ass nigga. You pussy ass nigga sitting there talking. Ain't got a motherfucking dollar in your pocket. Ain't got a dollar in your motherfucking pocket. Ain't got a dollar in your motherfucking pocket. But you want to talk that shit. I'm still that nigga with 30. I'm still that nigga with 30. I'm still that nigga with 30. Fuck you mean, bitch. I'm still that nigga. When you get like me, then you gonna fuck with me, bitch. That's all I got to say, nigga. You niggas will never be me. Quit trying to run behind because you fuck the same bitch I fuck with that don't make you me. It will never make you me. It's only one Brian, nigga. It'll never make you me, nigga. Yeah. It'll never make you me, nigga. I don't fuck with you, nigga, so everybody got something to say. But I'm that, yeah, I slang dick from the East Coast to the West, bitch. Been doing that shit since I was a little nigga. I ain't embarrassed about shit. Them my kids, bitch. Embarrassed. Half you hoe ass niggas should be embarrassed you staying with your mama. Lay with your baby mama. Half you bitch ass niggas should embarrassed you ain't got $1,000 in your pocket. Half you hoes should be embarrassed. Y'all don't even take care of y'all motherfucking kids. But you wanna holler about embarrassed? I see you trash ass bitches walking around with them wigs on your head. Then I see your kids in the dollar store nappy head in the motherfucker. But you don't inspire 500 on your head, but you can't spend $30 to get your daughter hair braided. But embarrassed, bitch? Bitch, you hoes is embarrassed. That's what's embarrassing. That's what's embarrassing, bitch. Your nails done, all that shit done. You got daughters, take them to the nail shop. That's what's embarrassing, bitch. And you niggas walking around this bitch riding on the side of your partner smoking blunts and this. Gonna ask a nigga to pay for you this to pay for that. That's what's embarrassing. You bitch ass nigga work out, walk around this bitch, smoke weed, sell a little weed all motherfucking year long. But you run to your baby mama house and your mama house. That's what's embarrassing. That's what's embarrassing. Yeah, bitch, I'm 34 with 30 plus kids and I got my own. You hear me? I hold my own weight. I hold my own weight. I ain't running to mama, my daddy, nobody. I get my own. Yeah, that's what I do. I get my own. I make this shit happen on my own. Fuck what you niggas talking about. Let that go viral. Suck my dick, let that go viral, bitch. I wake up today, I'm sleeping in my truck. I got 1 million motherfucking messages about what somebody got to say about Brian and his kids. But guess what? They're mine. And I ain't embarrassed about a motherfucking thing, nothing. First and foremost, I'm not embarrassed about shit. They're my kids. If the mama's embarrassed because somebody talking shit, then bitch, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a problem. Because they're my kids at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Embarrassing about shit. You bitches, you hear about, y'all worried about what the next motherfucker gonna say. Me? I don't give a fuck. I don't. You don't write my check. You don't give me nothing. You don't do this shit for me. You don't make no money for Brian. So I'm not embarrassed about shit. I ain't got an answer to you hoes. None of that. So you niggas mad about these bitches. That's first and foremost. That's what the problem come in at. You mad about these bitches. But I don't give a fuck. You want to beat me so motherfucking bad. You want to be me so bad, it don't make you because you fuck my baby mama. That don't make you me. And if you got with her and you think, oh man, she too fucking with Brian, you done lost your goddamn mind. You and your feelings and shit. Let that shit go, bro. That's the part of the game. I been this nigga, man. I ain't just come this nigga yesterday. I been this nigga. So before you get on Facebook and talk about this man with all his kids and his weak ass, nah, bitch, ain't nothing weak. I just don't pull out. Ask them. I go farther up in that motherfucker. I don't pull out. Fuck you mean? I ain't trying to pull out. Ain't nothing weak. So, bitch, and for you baby mamas that's embarrassed, fuck you. Point and simple. Since you so embarrassed, you be embarrassed all for the rest of your, forever. If you embarrassed, stay embarrassed, bitch. Because ain't nothing. I'm not embarrassed about my kids. For mine, I'm gonna lay this motherfucker on the line, you hear me? I'm not embarrassed about shit. Nothing. Not who I had them with, not how many I got. Because guess what? They mine. They mine, motherfucker. And it's the last time I'm gonna address you whole ass niggas about it. Like I said, I'll be back in Marshall, Texas in about 2 hours once I get my truck loaded. Anybody got any problem? I go live again. We can meet up however you want to do it. I don't give a fuck. But when it comes to my kids and my mama, y'all gonna keep that out your motherfucking mouth though. Because I'm gonna lay it down for them. I'm gonna go on and see Jesus behind them. We only two places we gonna go. We gonna go to jail or hell. But I'm going. Either one, it don't make no difference. So y'all can find y'all something else to do. I don't give a fuck. And my kids, I chose to take the pictures. I'm gonna take some more. You feel like you got a problem? Fuck you. Delete me. You don't want to see my kids? Oh, this man got a lot of kids. What's going on? You don't want to see it? Fuck you. Delete me. And you high capping ass niggas, this and that, whoop whoop. You bitch ass niggas know me. You know me. So money never been an issue. I'm gonna get that. These hoes never been an issue. I'm gonna get that. I've been driving cars and whipping these cars since I was a little nigga. I've been paying niggas way in the club. I've been buying the bar. I've been doing all that shit since I was a little nigga. It ain't stopped. I just don't fuck with niggas like that. I ride by myself. If it ain't my kids, I don't fuck with nobody. I see you, what's up, and I go on about my business. But to sit back and holler about this nigga and his kids and this and that in his picture, man, fuck y'all, man. Real nigga shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm out here getting money right now. I'm out here getting money right now. You niggas sitting on Facebook talking about me. I'm out here getting money right now. You niggas on Facebook sitting here talking about me. I got about 20,000 on the floor of my truck. You pussy ass nigga, you show it to me. I got 20 grand on the floor of my truck right now. You pussy ass nigga, go in your pocket and show it to me. That's 20 grand right now, cash. And I go to the bank, I'll shut you whole ass niggas down. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, baby mamas, don't think about that money because I'm broke. Remember that. I'm always tell you I'm broke. That's the first thing gonna come out my mouth. I'm broke. But motherfucker, I got 4 accounts, motherfucker. 4! And I keep that walk around money just in case I see something I want, I buy it. I buy it. I buy what the fuck I want. I get what I want. But I always remember, I'm broke. I am broke. Baby mamas, I am broke. Remember that. But anyway, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm about to go get me some lunch. Y'all through loading my shit there. I'm about to get me some lunch. Anybody else got anything to say? Y'all catch me on a later date. I will be back in Marshall, Texas in about 3 hours. If anybody got any problem. Until then, my pull-out game weak. My money long. We have established that. We have established that. So don't come fuck with me, man, on my kids, all right? That's all I'm asking y'all. Y'all be safe out there. I'm going to continue to get this money. I would say something else, but you whole ass niggas ready to record me. But holler at me. I'll be back in East Texas in a minute. And for you whole ass niggas, I need glasses. Hold on, y'all. We broke. Yeah, we broke. I ain't got now motherfucking dime. They already know that. My first word come out my mouth, I'm broke. I ain't got it. But when it come to my kids, they know I'm gonna take care. But I'm broke. I'm broke, man. I am broke. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna go get me something to eat. I done got hot in this bitch. I done got the sweat. Let me tell my up a little bit. I done gained this motherfucking weight back, and I done got too goddamn big, and I got hot up in here jumping around talking to y'all. But I'm about to get me something to eat. Y'all enjoy y'all day. And then the ones don't like my pictures, fuck you. And my kids. At the end of the day, my kids. Y'all don't do nothing for them, ain't got to do nothing for them. And next time I see you bitches up the hot cabinet talking that shit, when I see that motherfucker top of that lace front coming up, I'ma tell you, go glue that down. Were you worried about me? Go glue that down. Yeah, I see a lot of you bitches sweating the shit coming up off your head. Get you some braids, bitches, hot outside. I'm out of here though, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I gotta go get this money.
If you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Hello fam, welcome back to the African Diaspora News Insider. I am Wangil Zalalem, bringing you this story. Today's story is a history. I found this article on Face to Face Africa. It was on their history section, and it's actually not new. It's not a new story. It happened 20 years ago, but it was just mind-boggling for me. I thought it's worth talking about it now. There was a black man named Jeffrey. He won the lottery for $20 million. And he was married then, but unfortunately didn't work out with his wife, so they split it into half and they went their separate ways. After a few years, he met with this new young lady. He marries her and they move to Florida. So as they're living in Florida, he started having an affair with her sister. I believe her younger sister, because she was really young. I think when he started seeing her, she was 15. That's pretty young, and I think that's when Jeffrey messed up. So when he started dating her, he was having an affair with her, and that's his wife's sister. So she knows he has money, but she also has another boyfriend on the side. I guess she's cheating with him, but also she has a boyfriend, but the boyfriend knows about Jeffrey. I believe his name is Nathaniel. So she was with him, but he knew about that. He knew Jeffrey had money, basically. So one day he tells her, why don't we take away his money from him? And she agrees. So he tells her, call him and tell him to come to this apartment. So she calls him and she tells him, my car broke down, so come and get me. He goes to help out this girl that he is having an affair with, that is his wife's sister. So as soon as he gets there, they kidnap him, they put him in their car, point a gun on him and tell him, if you don't give us money, we will kill you. So he says, no, I'm not giving you any money. So when he refused to do that, the boyfriend tells her, shoot him, kill him right now. So she shoots him and Jeffrey dies, just like that. So they drive the car to somewhere that they thought no one will find his body. They left his body and ran away. But then the police found the body and the car and started looking for them. After a while, after a few days, they found them with thousands and thousands of dollars on them. They were arrested and they went to jail. They're serving life in prison, I believe. And I really felt bad for Jeffrey, to be honest, although I don't know why he decided to date a 15-year-old girl, have an affair on his wife. But I don't believe he deserved to die. That's for sure. And be murdered, you know, by someone that he actually trusted, and he went there to help. I really thought what they did was really cruel and inhumane, but they're paying the price for it. But this is something worth talking about, because we need to be mindful of our actions. We need to understand that not everybody that is cool with us or is around us means well. And also, let's not forget, you have to take accountability for everything that you do, you know. Cheating on his wife was not right. Doesn't mean that he should have been killed, but was not right. Dating someone that's 15 years old, also not right. So whatever you surround yourself with is whatever is going to consume you. So let's be mindful. Let's just be thoughtful on the things that we choose, especially money. Money can bring out the worst out of people. So whenever you have money, just be careful. Don't be in a rush to flaunt it. Don't be in a rush to post it on Instagram, on Facebook. Use it, save it, invest it, you know. Do something for the people that you love and are actually good for you, instead of trying to buy love on the internet, trying to buy love with this new Instagram models. I believe that's what they're called. So just pay attention to your surroundings, and let's also do better so that better karma can come our way. Anyways, guys, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this history. Actually, it happened years ago, but I just heard about it, so that's why I brought this to you. I'm Wangil Zalalam, bringing you the story. I will see you on the next one. Bye.
I'm Don with the Law Office of Don R. Dennis Jr. My office helps businesses that are involved in complex business deals. The issue is this: when you sign an agreement, are there adequate protections to help you in the event things don't go as planned? And do you comprehensively understand all the terms in the agreement? As an engineer, experienced attorney, and certified privacy professional, I've seen all types of agreements. My office's motto is engage diligence, because I believe clients have the right to a responsive attorney that has the same energy for them from the beginning until the end. If you're looking for an attorney that's going to fight for you and not with you on your matter, contact my office at 213-455-0880.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the African Diaspora News Channel app, now available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.